Hi, Merry Meet, welcome. Now I'm going to have a reading for Taurus. So let's see, Taurus, what's in store for you for the month of April? So let's see. I have, of course, cleansed the cards. And happy birthday to every Taurus that has birthday in April. So I think it's the 21st it starts. It depends on where you are from, which part of the world you are from. So let's see, Taurus, what's in store for you for the month of April? Okay. I will put them there, I think. Trevligt. Jag gör sån. Så. Okay. Okay. So let's see, Taurus. It seems like some plans, maybe when it comes to business or work, that has been changed or not happened in some way. Maybe there has been some loyal colleagues, or it seems to me in the early past that many of you have had it quite comfortable, you know, maybe been quite arrogant. Not all of you, of course, but I see here that it's clear to me that money has been on your mind, no doubt about that. And it seems like you have had what you needed, you know. It doesn't seem to me that you have been lacking any materialistic things, if I can put it that way. Maybe some of you have moved, you know, come back to something. Maybe some of you have been away from work and chosen to work again. I feel like many of you in the early past has had it quite comfortable and been doing quite well, you know. But there is this when it comes to women, it seems like I feel like maybe on your workplace or something like that, maybe people have been talking behind your back. Maybe there has been some disloyalty. Of course, it can you be that has been acting that way, you know. But I feel more like this is done to you by many. That now in April, there is this maybe a partner, especially if you've been with a fire sign, has returned to, if you are a woman, a man, maybe Aries, Leo or Sagittarius has returned back to your life, or some old friends have been in contact with you again after a long time, you know. I feel like many of you I feel if you are a man, you might be quite comfortable or flirtatious or doing things your way. But there is this, I feel like maybe a friend or a colleague, someone in your life, or it can of course be you, that has been dishonest and illoyal, and have maybe someone has gone away from you, ended a relationship, especially if it is a fire sign, because a fire sign is what's all the cards are out. Both the king, queen, and the knight, but the only one that's the right way is the king of wands, and he is ready to take action. He's on his top, you know. I feel like this is like you overcoming some colleagues or someone at your workplace that has been going a little bit against you, but you have shown them the way, you know. I feel also like I will put these cards there because there is this. I feel like there is someone that has tried to take control over you in some way, you know. And I feel again like this is on your workplace, but of course, and that it has to do with business and career, and but of course I feel like maybe you have shown the way and taking the lead of someone that was trying to manipulate you and control you in some way, you know, lie to you or dominate you. And you have taken a stand against this colleague of yours or someone at your work. But it can even be your boss, you know. You have been questioning something, what's true and what's real and what's right. It seems like though you have this comfort and stability in some place, and you have enough and what you need financially and materialistic and physically, I feel like your health is okay also. But I feel like there is some, how can I put this, unrealistic dreams in some way, you know, that you might have found out that things wasn't like you thought it would be. And that there is this overall feeling about, you know, it seems like you can't trust someone at your workplace. And the cards are telling you to not take everything for a fact that they say or do, you know. Take action yourself and do something about it yourself. And feel like many of you have the dynamic. Maybe, you know, when if you work maybe at your job, if your boss, for example, is unfair to you workers and his employees, maybe you are the one to speak up for everybody and not take any shit from anyone, and don't trust everyone and what they all are saying. And then it seems like you got a hunch, you know, that they can't be trusted. And for those of you that are speaking up for your colleagues, you know, that is some blessing to do. You're almost, you know, like a protector of the truth. And I feel like you are there is this, maybe your boss isn't sharing the work, or maybe telling you to work more than, or in a way that you are not supposed to, you know. Maybe he's demanding too much from you workers, and you are the one that to put this boss in his place or her place, you know, because I feel like you are the one that is having the strength to actually do that. I feel like there is this, maybe you are giving and giving and giving and not receiving enough paid for your work, or that your paycheck isn't enough, or there is maybe your boss isn't paying what he's supposed to. Maybe if you are a boss, maybe your employees is not doing as you tell them to, you know. Yeah, because I feel like they are trying to manipulate you and work against you in some way, you know, and going behind your back. But you see them clearly, so that you are not taking everything they say, or if they promise you something, you are not taking that for what it is, because you know. I feel like you know that they are not doing what they are supposed to do, you know. And maybe you have to if you're a boss, maybe you need to fire someone. Maybe the options are not, how can I put it, as clear and as many as they used to. Maybe you are just cutting some of your workers out, or some clients out in some way, if I can put it that way, because you are not having it anymore. You are done, and you know they are not doing what they are told to do, and you know that you are not putting up with it anymore. So this is not the time to trust anything. And I feel like this is making you heartbroken also. There is this, I don't know what it is, but I feel there is this sorrow about something, but I don't have the total hang of it. I don't know why. I feel like some of you in April, the month of April, will have a Tower moment. Absolutely, no doubt. So that you are maybe hurt by this behavior of other people, and whether that's colleagues, your employees, friends, people you know, or whether that's in private or at your workplace or in business, you know. I feel like you're deeply hurt because you have given it your all, you know. You have been stable and concise, it is in Norwegian, I think it. I'm not sure what it is in English, but you know, you have been stable, you have been doing more than you need to do, really, for these people, and they are not giving you anything back. And they are not just not doing what you tell them to do or they are supposed to do, but they are also talking behind your back and trying to manipulate you on top of that, you know. So I feel like you are very angry. I feel this fuck, you know, you're and there will be this Tower moment. Now, maybe it has happened already because this is a little late in April, you know. So it might have happened already, or it's about just around the corner. So let's see. Oops. Yeah, you are going through some drastic changes and making some drastic changes. You are taking control. You are clearly taking control. You are not having it anymore. You are done. And you might have been put up with a lot of shit from these people for a while, you know. So they can be quite surprised by your Tower moment, you know, but it's for the greater good here, because the share is not equal, it's not balanced here in April. It seems like you are the one that gives. Of course, it can always be vice versa, you know, but I feel like it's people doing this to you, but of course some of you can be the one just taking and not giving anything back, you know. And there's a clear warning now for those of you that this is, if you are on the other side of what I'm saying, you know, this is a clear warning about that, because you will regret it. You will not get away with that behavior for much longer, you know. And the cards are telling you not to take any chances, Taurus. Oops. Oh, I think that was too many. Yeah, that was too many. Yeah, I don't know why, but I feel like some of you are quite, maybe some of you have lost someone dear to your heart. Whether that's, I'm picking up this from, for some few of you. So I would try to cover everything, you know. And I feel like for some of you, Taurus is out there, rising, moon or sun, maybe even Venus, that I feel like for some of you that you are very concerned about someone close to your heart, whether that's someone around you that has a health problem or getting old, maybe a grandparent or something like that. Or maybe they are taking the last breath in April. Or someone, as I said, I never speak about someone dying, but this is a more of a natural death in some way, that natural in the way that they are quite old, maybe, you know, or there is health problems. It's not someone getting murdered or an accident. I feel like this is something you have seen coming for a while. For those of you, few of you, maybe it can even be your parents, if your parents is getting old and sick, you know, and but you know, it seems like there is some great deal of changes that is happening and has, or maybe for many of you, because this is a little late reading, so I feel like many of you might have had great changes, whether that's by moving to a totally new town, a new house, a new place, you know, that maybe you moved to a new flat, maybe a new town, maybe for some of you even a new country. But most of you, I feel like some of you have moved to a new place and having a new start somewhere else. And that's why you might have this tower moment, you know, because you might have a little bit fresh eyes. Maybe this moving and this new beginning has made you see clearly what needs to be done, especially for those of you that are cutting some people out of your life and taking your cup somewhere else, you know. And yeah, I think I'll leave it at that, Taurus. There will be some sorrow, though you have what you need financially and materialistic. You might be heartbroken, and there is this sorrow in April, and there is this tower moment, and there is sacrifices that needs to be done and will be done, and you will gain some new knowledge and insights, you know. Maybe your dreams is giving you have intuitive dreams, and you might be more careful now, maybe because some of you are getting older, you know. Sometimes when getting older also makes us more wise, you know. So let's see what these three cards are saying. don't be afraid to take action. But the cards are also, and the spirits are telling me that you should be careful before you make any actions, you know, because you know this card is telling you to go when it comes the right way. It tells you to go for it. It's full of action, that man, but when he's upside down, he tells you to be careful with your actions. Do not do something without taking the right steps first. And if you do that, you will do the right thing, Taurus. I feel like for many of you, your deepest wishes will come through if you do the right thing and act and think about karma, you know. If you know that you are doing the right thing, you should not worry, Taurus. I will put those cards there. Many of you are in love or... Oh, wait. I will... Yeah, you would do some financial and material changes. And trust your intuition, you know. Yeah, new beginnings. I don't know if you see that. Ta-da. Maybe here. Yeah, they are just confirming. As I said, harmony. You have comfort. You have what you need. And as I said, let's see. Oh yeah, why I'm singing birth. Oh, yeah, you have many of your Tauruses have birthday soon. I didn't know what the fuck I was singing birthday songs for. I'm humming birthday songs. Oh my god. Let's see, my dear. You know, the first card, harmony, that card signifies the possibility that a deep spiritual initiations, partnership, or union are taking place at this time or is manifesting for the future. This doesn't always necessarily represent a love affair of the heart, but could signify other forms of relationships in your life, whether they're personal or business related. Remember, not all partnerships have to be one-to-one. They can be forged with a group, an organization, a pet, or even an incident or situation. The harmony card is calling you to let you know that it's time for you to make choices in certain relationships. You know, this is just confirmation about what I already said. The bonds you form with others are really about you, even in the most difficult situations. They're meant to be mirrors of you, for you, always reflecting back what you need to see. Ask yourself, what am I learning from this relationship? What new qualities am I developing? Is this partnership for my highest good? How can I make it stronger? Are we teaching each other? What have I discovered? Or am I still uncovering about myself through this union? Are the people in my life empowering and encouraging me to be all that I can? Within every relationship, there is an encoded lesson that you hopefully gleaned, or in some cases, one that you still need to learn. You know? The transformation card is telling you that it's a time of ending. Endings is close at hand. Don't resist these abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. This could be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business, or career. You have the strength, as the transformation card asks you to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. Confirmation again. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of life cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes, and opportunity will come to expand you in more ways than you could have ever imagined. You can't live in the past, you know. It's time to move on. In order to take the next positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are these loose ends that need are there loose ends that needs to be tied up? Are there people in my life whom I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so I can have a fresh start? When you do so, you will have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through the new beginnings that awaits you. That was beautiful. Oops. And you got financial and material changes. And the number of the card is number 5. And this number 5 physical card represents changes, challenges, and losses, usually related to the material or financial concerns. You know, remember firing employees or clients or speaking up against the boss or whatever. Confirmation. Usually related to material or financial concerns. You may be losing some of the things around you, but you must acknowledge and know that besides existing as a physical being, you're an incredible and resourceful spiritual entity. Use your powerful forces within to help you through this difficult period. Everything changes for a reason, you know. And this time isn't meant to be a punishment. Know that your current condition will transform for the better. A positive question to ask yourself now is, what did I learn from this? And how can I avoid this in the future? Remember that there are lessons to be understood in everything. It's up to you and you alone to decide how long it will take for you to learn them. Beautiful, beautiful. So I will leave it at that. I think I covered the most important for April. So good luck and my condolences to those of you that have lost someone dear to you. Or should I even say that about your bad clients or employees or whoever you are walking away from. And yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. Bye. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope it was at help. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Goodbye, and like and subscribe. Bye. Blessed be. Ha det bra. Hejdå.